Hello, it's Denise, running away from home. Only Arethusa, and back in the good old days of AOL, I was nappy. So this is this is hard. It is hard not to run away from a truth that is uncomfortable, that is um, that makes you feel less than or worthless once you understand or see the truth as it is. So this is hard. And this is part of the reason why we're here. Part of it. You have to know yourself in order to understand other people. It sounds weird because it's not there's nobody else on earth like you except there is or there are. People people are people. You can assign to them some generalities and you can assign to them some specificities. I hope I said that right. I love that word. Um, Everyone bleeds, everyone pees, everyone poops, everyone dies. Those specific things are common to us all. And then there are the truths about your character. Your physicality you can control to some extent. Can you know you can, Denise? And I appreciate those people who take the time to make sure that they're presented in a way that is flattering to them. I like that a little bit about them. And I say a little bit because you got to be careful with people. You got to be careful with people just showing you the outside and it being something totally different than what's on the inside. And it can happen. The most beautiful people, no matter what their physical characteristics, are the people who are the same outside as they are inside, if they're good. Bad people who are bad on the outside and on the inside, I don't know what to tell you about. I don't know what to say. I don't understand people like that. Except in a way, being human, I do. I can understand how it can make somebody feel better by being able to be mean to somebody else. Hurt people 98% of the time. 2% of the time, it's just a character defect that was somehow not, um, positive side of it was not given as we're all given. I believe we're all given our true natures when we're born. And everything that happens to us from the moment we emerge until the day we take our last breath is all up to us to decide. It's that beginning and the end that we don't really get to decide. Now I have heard on YouTube, take that as it will, as it is, that we decide while we're in heaven or whatever your concept of the universe is, that we decide with our creator, with the source, our life's journey, and then we're born. and promptly forget it. And during this discussion of our life's journey before we're born, we are given the option of exit points, which makes me feel sad. You know, even as worthless as a human being that I feel sometimes, I I don't know that I really could take my own life. I have had the opportunity. I have even attempted it. But it's a permanent solution to a temporary problem. You're not a tree. You're not planted. If you're not happy where you are, you have the brains and the ability to do hard things to change your situation. Think about it. Make a plan. Find one confidant that you trust with the combination to your mother's safe deposit box. One person you trust completely. And I don't even know about that because a lot of times you think you can trust a person, but you really can't. Anyway, that got me onto something else. And all this is just me trying to avoid expressing the truth of what I see about myself that is very uncomfortable, that makes me feel worthless. And I don't even really know if I can put it into words. And I don't really know if I need to put it into words out there. But part of me knows that I have to. The deepest part of me knows that I have to. Everyone is born thirsty. It's 2023 for those of you in the future. And thirsty means needing a lot of attention. Needing attention. Don't care if it's good, if it's bad, it's just attention. They need to be seen. They need to feel that they exist, even. It's a thing. It's a thing. And some people, you're really glad that they are that way. Robin Williams, a wonderful comedian, strikes me that way. I'm so glad he was thirsty for attention. He was hilarious and one of my most favorite people, that I didn't know. But everybody is born thirsty. It's the degree to which you will go to serve that thirst that determines the type of person you are. And you are human. You are flawed. You will make mistakes. You will do horrible things that you will wonder to yourself, why did I do that? And not be able to find an answer to. And you're going to have to remember that you have to forgive yourself and not do it anymore. When you catch yourself doing it and stop. It becomes like a habit. There ain't nobody watching me when I'm alone. It is my entire life felt as if there's been somebody watching me. I have always felt like there's somebody watching me and I'm playing to an audience. I don't know how to explain it any better than that. It was creepy at first. Then you just kind of get used to it. I see it in my great granddaughter Bella. And I wish I could talk to her in a way that wouldn't make her feel a certain way, feel as if she's doing something wrong. I always wanted to be a teacher, but I don't think I would have been a very good one. So a lot of a lot of feelings surround this desire, stronger than a desire. What is stronger than a desire? I almost had the word. It's not obsession. This driving force for attention has been my greatest downfall. Mm, so ashamed of myself. I look back on my life and I see the things that I did as a young girl, as a child, as a young adult, as a mother, as a wife, as a friend. Girl, what were you thinking? What were you doing? I guess maybe in one sense I was learning. But did it have to take so long? Why am I such a slow learner? Why is it that the obvious only becomes plain to me long after it's clear to everyone else? I don't know. I don't know. When someone dies, I say, all questions answered, all mysteries solved. I also ask that God surround them with His perfect love and His perfect peace, and that He provide people to support the family left behind. But you don't need to know. You don't want to know. Who wants to know that kind of stuff? Anyway, it's been a day. Can you tell? It's been a day. But oh, I have to remind you. Amazon today dropped off a package. It's just the head part of my mask setup. I used the new cup last night. Oh, did that feel good? You know, it feels bad when you're. Never mind. I use those of you who use a CPAP or a BiPAP will understand what I'm talking about. Those of you who don't, I hope you never do. Keep your weight down, especially around your throat. Listen to me telling you how to live your life. Nobody has the right. There really is no normal. There is what is normal for you and for what you grew up with and for what you understand. There really isn't any real normal. But there are commonalities. And to understand those commonalities, as I said before, you have to understand yourself. And I wanted to run away from that knowledge, to run away from those memories, to run away from that shame. And the only thing that keeps me from doing that, the only thing that really gives me strength to face that and to understand that about myself is the knowledge that When you don't know any better, you do the best you can. When you know better, do better. And that's the plan now. Do better. Why? Makes no sense to try and wait till the end of your life to do it. Should have been doing it in the middle when it really mattered. When life is so busy with trying to keep food on the table and the lights on and children growing straight and strong. And by straight, I don't mean heterosexual, I just mean growing to where they're good people. They don't have to be heterosexual to be good people. All they have to do is to treat others the way they wish to be treated and to do no harm. And keep your hands off the things that don't belong to you. And use some common sense. I don't know. I think I would wish upon everyone a Yankee conscience where you're able to do bad things, but you don't enjoy them very much. Because maybe after 65 years, it's come to the time when I don't enjoy doing bad things. They don't make me feel any better when I hurt someone because I'm hurting. So, waking up and being nasty to Bruce because I feel bad and not, he's always so cheerful. Good morning, how'd you sleep? And I'm like, ugh. When you see yourself through the eyes of people who are doing their very best to make sure that you are okay, and the picture that you're seeing is you being ungrateful, unkind, ungenerous, ungenerous. I don't know if ungenerous is a word. I love words. I just love words. When you see that picture of yourself, you better cringe and you better see that picture every morning after that and be kind. It doesn't take much to be kind. Sometimes I worry that if your dad sees that I perceives, let's say, that I feel better than I really do, he expects more of me. Kids, I'm telling you, you can't expect anything from me except that I'll get down here at the very least once a day. But not coming down here so much has made a huge difference. And being a nurse, everything that's able to ignite is gone. You can't see it, it's put away. That's why I'm wearing my oxygen. So almost 20 minutes. I want to thank God for Kimberly Whisk and Jamarel Stewart and Fearfully Created and Acre Homestead and Little Village Homestead and The Anti-Chef and Claire Shaban, and James Turner and Deligracy and all the people who I watch at various times. And that's not even going into the tarot people or the psychic people. mostly watch. Upstairs on my television, you can't respond. Got my iPad at the end of the bed, but I'm not reaching all the way over there to get it so that I can make stupid comments. Don't nobody want to hear from me unless you're watching. And this way it gives you a choice, right? If I'm in a chat and I chat something stupid, you had no choice. You got it whether you want it or not. Here, you got to actually press a button and say, "Yeah, I'll take a chance," which is very kind of you. It is very kind of you. You owe me nothing. I expect nothing. I want nothing. I have enough. And I'm hoping that I remain having enough courage to face more hard truths about myself so that I can be the very best person I was able to be while I was alive. The end. Thanks.